It's a Sunday morning spread from Cards of Light, Bright Blessings of the Tarot. Brian Noe with you again this week, June 19th, 2022. Glad to have you along. Thanks for joining me. We will go to the table here for our 4-card energy reading for the week to come. And we have a court card, a major, 2 pips, 2 fours this time around, 2 swords this time around as well. In our reading, of course, we've got the physical dimension, the social emotional dimension, the mental dimension, and the spiritual dimension of life. And here in the physical dimension, we've got the Queen of Swords. In the social emotional, we've got the 4 of Cups. In the mental, we've got the Aeon. And in the spiritual, we've got the 4 of Swords. So let's take these one at a time and kind of look at the energies moving around in the coming weeks. So we've got the Queen of Swords here in the physical dimension. This is the dimension of life that has to do with physical health, with financial health, with our physical environment, anything to do with the body and material things in our life. In the Queen of Swords, this court card is all about sharp mind, sharp tongue. If I had a legend to write for this card, that would be it. Sharp mind, sharp tongue. Very quick-witted, makes decisions quickly, processes information very quickly, usually gets those things right. And so coming here in the physical dimension, I think that the message is use good judgment when it comes to things to do with our health or finances in the week to come. Or a physical environment. It sort of is saying, hey, you already know what you ought to be doing. Just knuckle down and do it. And tell the truth. Don't lie to yourself about things. Don't make excuses. Free your mind and use good judgment. And that will serve us well in the week to come when it comes to the physical dimension of our lives. Over here in the social emotional, we've got the 4 of Cups. Cups are the suit of emotions, the suit of relationships, the suit of the heart. And 4s, the cards of stability. Think about the 4 legs of a table or a chair, that sort of thing. And so it seems like a good thing, stability in our emotions and in our relationships. And I think my intuitive sense of this card this time around coming in this position is that that is what it represents. 4s carry a little bit of danger, though, because they also can represent kind of being stuck, kind of being stagnant. There's a Neil Young line about being caught in rock formations. And so that kind of stability we don't need. But in this case, I think it's a good thing. If you are enjoying the Father's Day celebration today with people that you care about, just relax and enjoy that. In fact, Crowley styles this one luxury. I get the sense of a very soft, lush, happy moment going on here, either today or in the week to come. And we should just enjoy that and not give a whole lot of thought to what may be coming down the pike. Just enjoy the moment, be in the moment, and enjoy interactions with others. Don't be bored if things are quiet. Just enjoy it. Okay, up here in the mental dimension, we've got the Aeon. This is the card in other decks that would typically be called Judgment or the Last Judgment. It represents a summing up and a squaring off. Everything, not swearing off, squaring off. Everything gets balanced and squared away. All of the karmic debts are paid. Wrapped up in a nice, tidy package, ready to move on to the next thing. And this card in this deck, of course, also represented the New Age that Crowley believed began in the early 1900s. So coming here in the mental dimension of our lives, I think this card says if we have been mulling things over, if we've been struggling with decision or with beliefs, or with thoughts, with ideas or concepts, we just kind of can't get some resolution. That resolution should be coming this week. And when that happens, our job is to accept it and to enter the light of the new day that comes afterwards. So we may be breaking with some old ideas or some old ways of thinking, old ways of approaching problems this week, old ways of approaching our life, maybe some old habits and things like that. Open up the windows, let some fresh air in, and welcome the new day. That's the way I would look at this one. Okay, up here in the spiritual dimension, we've got the Four of Swords. And this is the card, it's styled truce in this deck. So there, at least a cessation of hostilities and struggle and that sort of thing, at least temporarily. You notice the card is not titled peace, it's titled truce. And in fact, in the Rider-Waite Smith deck, this is the one that shows the knight in full armor, but in repose in a chapel, resting presumably either after a battle or before a battle, maybe the night before. So a momentary respite from struggles and worries and concerns and that sort of thing. And I think especially in combination with this card, this is telling us that we really need to accept that. We really need to be in the moment and not be carrying the baggage of yesterday with us, and not be carrying worries for tomorrow. I love to quote the scripture that says, "Sufficient unto the day are the evils thereof," and I think that's the approach that we should take to things this week. So maybe at least a little time to breathe, and maybe literally we should be paying attention to our breathing some this week. Take some time to kind of sit and be quiet and breathe deeply, and just watch your breath and just be, without other things to think about or to do or whatever. There's a sort of a way of describing the way we go through our lives that a lot of TM practitioners use, which is called gotta mind, which is, I got to do this and I got to do that. I got to find my car keys. I've got to make out a grocery list. I've got to go to the store. I've got to answer this email. Gotta. And we're so busy with all of the gottas that we don't take time to just be. And so let's take some time to do that this week. I think that's the message of this card. And I think it also tells us that we'll have some time to do that. Maybe a sort of a week of downtime. So an interesting spread. If this is resonating with you, I would love to hear it. If you're a card reader and would read these cards differently than I have, I would love to hear from you as well. You can either leave comments here with the video or pop on out to the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com and click the contact button and get in touch. I hope you are enjoying the weekend, and I hope it's a beautiful week to come for you. I should be back on Thursday with our 3-card Thursday spread. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Thanks again for joining me this morning. I appreciate it.